Hello from Hunttactical. This is video number 2, and I'm just responding to some good feedback that I got and a question I've had from some viewers. I've had a lot of female viewers who viewed my first video and people who have taken my classes ask me the standard question, what's a good firearm for a woman? The best and most honest answer for that is whatever firearm is most comfortable for you and whatever firearm you are willing to attempt to shoot. There is no such thing as there's a firearm that a woman cannot shoot. It's the one you take the time to practice and master. The only thing that I would recommend is when you go to the gun store, regardless of the caliber, look at your hand size. You want to find the frame gun, the frame size gun that fits your hand perfectly. If it's not comfortable, you're not going to want to carry it. So you want to get something that's going to be worthwhile for you to hold and carry on you at all times. And if you had to, in a dangerous, life-threatening situation, take your firearm out and use it. Now, I would suggest if you're starting early in your training, you might want to start from the smaller calibers and go on up. And I'm saying that so that with a smaller caliber, you can focus on technique, okay? Your good sight picture, trigger control, breathing, stance. If you work on these things with a smaller caliber, those skills will carry as you move up from 22 to 380 to 9mm, 40, 45. They'll move up. Now, once you have those skill sets, then you can focus on managing the recoil. Once you manage the recoil, it's whatever gun you want to shoot. So don't ever put yourself in the box and saying, well, I'm a female, that I can only shoot this type of gun because my uncle or my boyfriend told me so. Hate to tell you, most time your uncle and your boyfriend are probably wrong. You really don't know what they're talking about. And sometimes I've heard people say, well, so-and-so told me a semi-automatic is not a good firearm for a woman. I should use a revolver. Unfortunately, two things with that. A lot of times, the women that I've trained have been more uncomfortable with revolvers because they're so much of a heavier trigger pull than with a semi-automatic. Then the other portion of this is where sometimes the person who's giving you advice, who may appear to you as someone who's very knowledgeable about guns, is really not. And if they're not comfortable doing something, they've not trained with doing something, they can't give you a proper recommendation. So if I'm a guy who shot revolvers for 30 years and I never trained with a semi-automatic, I can only speak from one point of reference, and I'm going to tell you, you shouldn't shoot semi-autos. Not because there's anything wrong with them, just because I personally don't have any experience with it or knowledge on it. So I'm going to talk against it. So be careful of these things. Talk to people who are trained, have legitimate backgrounds, can give you good, accurate information, and don't ever paint yourself into the box. Whatever you want to shoot, please shoot. Just the main thing that's most important is go out and train. Firearms, marksmanship, it's a skill set that if you do not maintain it, it will depreciate. It will get less and less. I'm a firearms instructor. I'm on a range all the time. But there have been so many times where I have just been doing nothing but teaching that I didn't get to practice for myself. And when I finally went to go shoot, I could see the declining in some of my skill set. And I had to work to bring it back up. So train, train, train. Don't limit yourself. And just know whatever you choose to do, you have the power to do so in terms of using firearms. You guys have a good day. Follow me on Facebook, Hunttactical, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel, and everybody have a good day.